Hello, welcome back. We cast flames from the sky, and then we're just eaten immediately by Ruva. So we still don't get to actually see this spell, unfortunately. A few more random researchers get assassinated. Lots of battles then. First up, Illwinter gets attacked by the Maker of Ruins, so this is Machaka's fort throne that we are sieging. So he hits our sieging force, which is great. Means we blow all of our gems. We are not exactly scripted to fight a Doom Horror. But we do have a bunch of Death Mages scripted to do Disintegrate, and that's what gets him in the end, so there's that. What did we lose there? Let's see. Lots of Draconians, a couple of Ghosts, some Glossos. One Muspelheim somehow. Maybe that was one of the ones that was Berserk. We got two who have Lycanthrope Amulets, so they might have run in and just died, I don't know. Yeah. But there we go. Oh, it looks like, yeah. Because the Lycanthrope Amulet was dropped and someone else picked it up. Great. So that's probably what happened. Next up, Machaka breaks siege with this dude. But I think he was just scouting? Or it was an accident. I don't know. So there's that. Did lose a couple of dudes, which is quite funny. We then stormed Illwinter. Nope, wrong one. We then stormed Illwinter. So fortunately we still have enough gems to do most of the big spells, I believe. With these forest giants. Goes pretty well. Very similar to the previous battle. So there we go. There's the battle at the Fortress of Illwinter. No mages lost. A couple of units. Nothing too bad. Cleared out another 300 points of Machaka and stuff. Pretty good. Found some cool items as well. Mirage Crystal, Charcoal Shield, Hydra Skin Armor, Pixie Shoes, Lycanthrope Amulet, goddammit, Burning Pearl. There we go. We also tried to break siege in Zerk, but yeah, I mean, good luck. Well, you know, good try. So that was Zerk. So we lost the Golden Throne as well. Destroyed by Sogoth the Mind Slime Horror. Events then, Calum. Yeah. One of your mages seemed to have struck a secret deal with infernal powers. They have now claimed their prize. Muscle Gauge banished from the world and got Water Magic +1. Fantastic. Income and resources in Forest of Gila. Gems in Lake of God. 9 nature gems in Raspberry Woods. 15 air gems in Peskin. Isn't it great to get positive events for the first time in like 50 turns? Great. More horror stuff. I think that's it for the important stuff. Yeah. Did some patrolling and lost the Golden Throne. So, we're in a precarious spot now, because we only have 2 thrones, so we are the throne loser right now. So if one throne gets eaten this turn, we lose. Unfortunately, I cannot claim this, because we don't have the shield anymore. And also, because I'm stupid, I should have changed our prophet's armor. He has his Skill Mill Hauberk that gives him a map move penalty of 4. So he has 28 movement. If I just give him even a Robe of the Sea or something, he'd be able to move straight to Illwinter, but he can't. So that delays us claiming the throne. So what I'm doing instead is, since this army is now, you know, has nothing to do at the moment, I took some of the boosters off one of the mages, gave them to this mage, and she's going to forge a Ring of the False Prophet, which is this thing. So this also gives you Priest +1. It's nowhere near as cool as the shield, though. It also can't be removed. But yeah, we'll make a Ring of the False Prophet. We'll give it to this dude, and he can claim the throne next turn. But still a bit of a delay, because if a throne gets eaten this turn, then we're just going to lose. So we need to claim this throne as quickly as possible. At that point, I'm not sure what to do. I don't think we can walk at any more thrones. Because if everybody's on 3 thrones, then, well, it's going to come down to dominion between the people who still have 3 thrones when 1 throne gets eaten. So we could try walking at this throne to win outright by having 4 thrones. But if we don't have enough stuff here defending it in order to fight off something that looks like this, then if this throne gets eaten, we're just going to lose anyway, right? So I think for the rest of the game, all we do now is we claim this throne and just sit on it defending. And the 3 thrones that we do hold have quite a lot of solid defense. But I imagine the other thrones in the game do as well, because, you know, the other 2 nations left in the game are also blood nations, so they can easily deal with the Doom horrors. This comes down to whether or not they can deal with horror armies, I think. So, yeah, that's the plan. So as long as we don't lose next turn, we'll claim this and just sit here, I think. And our priority will just be building temples, pushing Dominion, and probably setting up thugs to just suicide into enemy thrones to weaken the defenders. I don't know what else to do, really. I did get a scout over here, so we can see, I mean, this is quite a lot of defense is the thing. Lots of very powerful mages. Looks like these guys all have moonblades. Big army as well. Lots of these things, sacreds in the front. So, I don't know. It might be a case of I just go and ask the other players in the game if they want to just hit end turn a couple of times and just see, see who wins. Because I think this is the end of actual gameplay, but we'll see. I will try to set up some kind of small army to just harass a nearby throne, I think. I should probably scout the underground properly to see. I mean, there's a throne here. Maybe, I mean, I don't know. We'd have to go through quite a lot of... I mean, we have to go through a lot of stuff either way, don't we? I mean, this seems like less stuff, though. I think if we were going to harass a throne, it would be this one in White Forest. That's all we're really going to do now. Anything else? We're patrolling that throne. Still hunting blood slaves, making a Ring of the False Prophet. And yeah, that's it. So, okay. Coming to the very end of the game, I think. It's turn 98, so... yeah, we'll leave things there. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Hello, welcome back. Turn 99. Just a very quick update, because this turn's important to make sure that we didn't actually, lose. Which we did not. So that's a good sign. We lost the Muspelheim who forged the Ring of the False Prophet. Fortunately, unlike flames from the sky, forging does actually get done, even if you die through an assassination. So we still get to keep our Ring of the False Prophet. No problem. Solveig, the Geija. Sorry, I just got distracted. There was a tiny spider just slowly making its way down from the ceiling in front of me. Hello. Let me just take care of that. Solveig, the Geija, was suddenly attacked by 25 winter wolves. So, remember that mage last turn who made a pact with infernal powers to gain +1 water magic? Yeah, here she is in Cocytus, where it is always very cold. It's being attacked by, what is this, 25 commanderized winter wolves? Yeah, it didn't last very long. The moral of the story, of course, is do not make pacts with infernal powers. It never ends well. And besides that, nothing too interesting. Nothing that got assassinated is important. The Worm Mage is able to hold its own, so... yeah, it's not a very interesting fight. Let's just press N a few times. Okay, you know what? It's kind of interesting. He has a ton of nature gems, so he's just spamming Creeping Doom. And there was an Abyssian assassin hiding out in Lapintha. So, tries to kill a mage, but is not successful. And there we go, there's turn 99, basically. The ring has been given to Bormy, so he's H3, he can claim the throne, we're back up on 3 thrones next turn, everything's equal. So I'll just give a quick update next turn on turn 100, see how things are going, and then at that point, I don't know. I'll probably just let you know when interesting things happen, and otherwise I won't record turns, because I don't think we're going to do much. Not for a while. I do have my prophet about to arrive here. I am moving some stuff onto M'Chaka's capital. These mercenaries aren't very important. Why not? We can just do that to, you know, it is his cap right next to us, so might be a good idea to do something about it. This guy is going to move down here. We can thug him out, and yeah, he can go and harass a throne probably. And that's that. So, 99. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Hello, welcome back. We have successfully claimed the Throne of Earth. Good stuff. We had another Muspelheim attacked in Cocytus. Did we have 2 mages who made pacts with infernal powers? Sin here has not been having a good time in Cocytus. Lost an eye, chest wound, limp, never healing wound, battle fright, dementia, lost an arm. Again, hate to restate the obvious, but do not make pacts with infernal powers. That's not a good idea. There's nothing to be gained. So there we go. And yeah, we have just... this is an awful turn for horror assassinations. Worm Mage, not nearly as successful this time. Kills the horrors, but unfortunately his bug soul was destroyed. We even lost, look at this, Razor MTX got attacked by horrors and lost. Did horrors all get buffed or something? These things are brutal. Online arena leaderboard DLC gets attacked by a bunch of Bellymore horrors and also loses. I mean, this is just bad. Ivy King? See ya. Well, this is actually quite a funny fight. Oh, never mind. Yeah. All in all, just not a very good turn. Ruva then attacks the throne we just took. I think he gets popped instantly, though. Yeah. So, not too bad. Can't even see what killed him. We have, let's see. Hostile Seduction. A succubus trying to seduce a Gija. Well, happy Pride Month, I suppose. Well, no, she loses, so I guess unhappy Pride Month. Actually, it's probably July when you see this video, so... Well, you know, it's a funny joke anyway. I don't think a succubus should be trying to seduce a woman, though, right? Does that actually work? I have no idea. I don't think I've ever played a nation that has seduction as or dream seduction in this case. What do I know? Either way, turns out Phantasmal Army beats Phantasmal Knight. It's actually kind of cool that she's invis herself as well. And the succubus dies to false damage. What a cool battle. Yeah, so all in all, I mean, it's not a good turn for us. It doesn't feel like a good turn. Fortunately, the Throne of the Artificer was destroyed this month, so we won the game. So there we go. Nice game, everyone. So, I think that means... Let me just double check before I look at the history. Yeah, Beritos had their throne eaten. And that means it came down to us and Abyssia, and between the two of us, I had the most dominion. Now that is actually pretty close. Which one is scoreboards again? Because as it turns out, Beritos actually had more dominion than us. So if Abyssia's throne had been eaten this month, we would have lost the game. But since it was Beritos' throne that got destroyed this month, we won the game. So there you go. Pays to invest in temples. Let's view the history of the world. Okay, it's a bit awkward to do this because you have to look at the overland and the cave layer. So, do you know what's really funny is I kept saying I don't know what the cave layer looks like, and Abyssia's player pointed out that he actually gave me a map of the cave layer like at the beginning of the game, and I just completely forgot. So the cave layer isn't even that bad. We probably could have just conquered the whole underground after we hit through Abyssia, to be honest. But, yeah, we're going to have to just ignore the cave layer as we look at the world. What would be interesting to look at? Our starting point in this game is so odd, isn't it? We just had all of this territory to ourselves, pretty much. I mean, rip Katiz, but... yeah, this would be a much more difficult place to start the game. Look at Marvoni, just like every direction, completely surrounded. What is this as well? Like, what is this? Pangaea spawns next to... what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 wastelands and Ulm? What kind of start is that? Oh, you know what? Maybe this is a temp change thing. Temperature change thing, actually. I don't know. Would that be reflected in the replay? Because terrains can change now, right? So things can become wastelands. I have no idea. It looks like a really funny start, though, doesn't it? I'll have to ask Pangaea what happened in that game, or Ulm. Anyway, let's watch things happen. Yeah, so early game, we got a pretty free expansion, really. Nobody was really able to contest us because, yeah, we just had such an isolated start. Ignored the cave. Went after poor Katiz, who had a dreadful start, if I remember rightly. That was a pretty straightforward war. We were then being harassed by Calum. We got all this locked down. Calum was doing okay. I think if I remember rightly, shortly after they attacked us, they got attacked by somebody else. Let's see if we can see that on the map. Which meant we also had a really easy time plowing through Calum. Was it Machaka? Oh yeah, it looks like Machaka's taking some of Calum's stuff. That's probably what happened to them. Yeah, very isolated start, followed by a lot of quite nice events in terms of neighbours. Katiz gets a weak start. Calum tries to attack us and then falls over because he gets attacked from behind at the same time. We then have this huge amount of space to just consolidate. Got tons of research done. Got to really pick and choose which throne we go after next. Probably looked way too hard to invade to everybody else. Veritas doing very well though, and Abyssia... yeah, I mean the cave layer isn't that big actually, is it? But Abyssia is played by a very good player. Who's certainly very difficult to play against. Pretty sure I've lost plenty of games to the Abyssia player. I know for a fact I lost to them in a late age game when they were Atlantis. There we go. Yeah, fun game. So this was the very first game of Dominion 6 I joined. Kind of cool that the first game we played ends exactly on turn 100 and I win it. I think that's cool. I hope you enjoyed watching it. Certainly there were an awful lot of patches that got deployed during the course of this game. Thanks again to my dad for making the god for me, which I like pointing out because he's terribly embarrassed that he knocked this up in like 20 minutes and forgot about the forge penalty, which... but you know what? God served me well anyway, it didn't really matter. That was another nice thing as well, wasn't it? We found like the steel ovens extremely early. It was one of those sites you just... it's always great when you find this. How nice is that to just get free forging for the whole game? Well, 20% off. What was I talking about? I don't remember. Cool game though. Muspelheim is extremely powerful. But in my Machaka game, there is a Muspelheim player who loses to Tyranny with a bunch of commanders who just all have weapons of sharpness, so hey, I guess that's the outplay. But yeah, cool nation, very easy to expand with. Lots of different things you can do. Technically a blood nation, and they have cool elemental magic. I love fire. Get the air too. They've got some glamour to play with the new path. And it's my Pelheim, so I mean, what more is there to say, really? Great nation. Fun game. Thanks to everyone involved. Hope you enjoyed watching it. Check out the grass before we close things out. Is that... that's not Machaka, is it? No. That is Kailasa. Whoa! What happened to Kailasa? I didn't really notice them when I was watching the replay. I remember, didn't they start around here somewhere? Let me just briefly check the view history again. Where was Kailasa? Oh, it's Lanka, not Kailasa. That's why... no. That's Machaka. Oh yeah, it is Kailasa. Oh, here they spawned. Okay. Let's just... There's a way to speed up the replay on this. I've never actually... No, okay, cool. What was your game like? Looks like they did pretty well and then just fell off completely. Oh, that's rough expansion, actually. Oof, and that's horrible territory to hold as well. I'm going to assume that they got double-teamed by Marvoni and And yeah, holy shit, Pan did nothing. What kind of... Who made this map for us? Is that Ogvasti? What is this? Dude, okay, Lessa actually rolled Ulm. That's so sick. So, who ended up clipping Kailasa? Oh, Abyssia, okay. That's really interesting that Abyssia is taking them on here and here. How did they do that? Is that a cave thing? Was the unfortunate thing about having such an isolated start is it made the game quite simple for us. But I feel like we missed out on a lot of really interesting action going on around the world. This is such an interesting area. Yeah. Where's the cave? I can't see the cave where Abyssia actually got over here. Maybe it's not on the map during the replay phase. Let's go back to the actual map. Oh yeah, there's loads of caves around here. Okay, that makes sense. So I guess Kailasa played really well. And then Abyssia just popped out of these, like, what? 1, 2, 3, maybe 4. This is a cool province as well. Maybe 4 caves. And took them by surprise. Yeah. And then it looks like Beratos then took it from Abyssia as well. Full game. Okay, where were we? Score graphs. So yeah, let's just look at that. They were like the biggest nation in the game by a mile, and then yeah, completely fell off to Abyssia. Yeah, okay. Ports. Doesn't really tell us much. Income usually just tracks provinces, which, as you can see from the Kailasa bit. Is that Abyssia? Damn, Abyssia had good income. I think I've seen a lot of people saying that if the cave layer is like busted in terms of income because there's just so many mines and things down there, and surprisingly high pop provinces. So it doesn't really surprise me that the underground player is like wealthy beyond madness. We did quite well though. Gem income, yeah. I mean, we had a bunch of gem gens. I don't think this tracks blood slaves now, but this includes like everything, doesn't it? So I mean, where's us? Yeah, pretty good. Again, gem income is one of those things that just tracks provinces, so with the exception of globals and things. I think this graphically also shows events, right? Doesn't blood income also show you events and things now? Yeah. So you can see we didn't do a lot of blood hunting, but blood's just a secondary for our nation, really. We got enough out of it. We just did a couple of blood buffs, life for life spam, made a bunch of contracts, that's fine. I think that's a bit more interesting than... not interesting, what's the word? A bit... I mean, you know, playing a pure blood nation is a bit of an involved thing, which I don't always find very enjoyable. I've only done it once or twice, but... yeah. Research. We didn't do too badly on research this time, that's good. I mean, obviously we ended with all the research done. But throughout the early and mid-game, I mean, we're... Okay, we are actually last on research, if you... I mean... Technically. But, you know, it's not too bad. We're in there with the pack towards the end. So that's good. I'm not a very good researcher in games of Dominions. Dominion, as I said, was a really important one, so it's good that we took out a bunch of Abyssia stuff, and I think Beratos took out a lot more of Abyssia stuff. And we're also lucky that it was Beratos' throne that got eaten, because they had even more Dominion than us. Army size usually just tells the story of wars. Yeah, Abyssia, they had an awful lot of chaff, I remember. Didn't they have like thousands and thousands of soulless and stuff? Guarding thrones. And ascension points. There we go. Thrones at the end are these ones. Hall of Fame, anything interesting in there? What's Hall of Fame? Let's see, I mean mostly us, which makes sense of course. Yeah, RIP Online Arena Leaderboard DLC. I will feed him chicken dippers, vampires, Lions are my best friend. Lionesses are also the best. Always great when everything in the Hall of Fame is named. Thank you guys. And that is it for this game, which was called Muspelheim, which is a very funny name for the game. So thanks as always for watching. If you enjoyed this, please, do the YouTube stuff. You know what the YouTube stuff is. Don't make me say it. Nobody likes hearing people say it. Actually, I think if I say, remember to subscribe to the channel and like the video. If you're watching on desktop, doesn't it like play like an animation on the upvote button? That's kind of cool, guys, right? Remember to like and comment and subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed this. And if you want to support me making the videos, I've got a Patreon linked in the description. I don't really plug it very much, which I should do, so there you go. If you want to help me out with some cash so that I can keep making videos in my spare time, that would be appreciated. But don't feel obliged. I just like making videos. Always happy when people watch them. So thanks as always for watching this one. Hope you enjoy it. Next game on the channel, I think the next one I've got going is EA Muspelheim, which I do not enjoy saying. So sometimes I just call it your. So that should be the next game on the channel, assuming it's worth putting up. So look out for that one. And until then, have a good time in Dominions. Fuck, that was a bad closing line.